What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns, and good, merry morning to you. Welcome. Hello. Hello. How we doing today? Welcome in Lou, welcome in Chris, welcome in Jester, Jupiter Jepson. Hello, Jupe. You sweet man. Hello, Paul. Hello, Para. I think that's the sweet. I think that's the sweet. Anyone who is lurking there, lurking off in the shadows, of which there are many, because it's very dark. Hello, good morning. How are we doing? Hello, Valerie, and have a good time going to bed. Well, good morning, everyone. As promised, we have to get it in early today, so we're gonna do that. Um, Hang on a second. I gotta connect this thing. Whoops. Come on, Buttspot. Valerie just got here. How we doing today, folks? I did not get to bed early enough, and so when I woke up, Snorlax was like, "Bro, you did not sleep enough, jerk, jerk." I mean, it's great. I'm not gonna. I promise I'm not gonna talk about Pokemon sleep every single day, but I will talk about Pokemon sleep a lot of days, and I will say that Pokemon sleep has incentivized me to sleep. But I just said I wouldn't talk about it, and here I go. Here I go. Lies. Lies. It's you know what? I think that one could say that the time that I used to do this at was too early. When I would hit the go live button at like 4:50, that was definitely too early. But we don't do that anymore. I gave myself an extra 30 minutes, knowing fully well that I may need to cut off part of my workout. Partially because I want to make sure I'm not shouting too early. Not because I have a problem with shouting early, but because there is a wife of mine that is trying to sleep upstairs, and she does have to get to a day job. And I would like to make sure. I'd like to make sure that I don't completely disrupt her sleep. Good morning, Tay. How we doing? Welcome in. Oh my gosh, you are also up early. Aren't you? Aren't you a time zone behind me? I could be wrong. I have sound now. How diddly doing all? Oh, we're how diddly doing great, neighbor. We're diddly doing just fine. And how dare you diddly, how dare you diddly presume otherwise? Tell you what. Welcome in, Tay. Good morning. How's the rest of your stream yesterday? Also, everyone, please go and consider checking out Limitless. Tay is one of our relatively newer health and fitness stream comrades, but Tay is crushing. Oh, no, we need to do these first. Tay is crushing it. Also, if you don't want me to call you Tay and prefer that I say Taylor. Taylor. Taylor of the Seven Kingdoms. But super fit, super fun, CrossFit style workouts. Very disciplined. Oh, and I am very sore. Sheesh Louise. You're East Coast. Okay. For some reason I thought you were Middle America. Taylor, the story of limitless fitness. Most people call me Tay at work. Okay, I will do that then. I will go with that. All right, we're gonna inchworm down. Sort of. As mentioned, they're not actually inchworms because I'm not gonna move forward. Walking it up. And picking it up real tall. And everyone gets to see my shirt underneath my shirt. All tucked in. It's real goober stuff. Oh. The one thing that I have had as a concern is this little tug in my left Achilles that feels different than the tug that I had in my right Achilles before that blew out. I don't think we're at blowout phase, but we're gonna have to be kind of cautious it got a little bit worse this weekend. And with something like that, stretching can help. But rest is more important than most other considerations. Morning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello, Rug. Welcome in, Rug Stickles. Mama Ruggo is here for huggos. Oh boy. Excuse me. Pardon my noises. Get this warm up going. How we doing, Rug? Good day. I promise I'll wake up soon. I'm also trying to not be super loud, as mentioned. I could just start shouting. I'm sure wifey wouldn't care that much. Apparently when she's up in the bedroom while I'm streaming down here, she just hears this like low rumble of voice and also vaguely hears music but can't tell what it is. So we could be listening to like Sonic Adventure 2 butt rock soundtrack and she would just have no idea. She'd think it's the same stuff. Rotations. How you feeling this morning, Rug? I can't imagine. Oh, I remember you saying that post the appendix stuff. It's been kind of touch and go for you. Man, we're supposed to do 4x15 squats again today. And that is just going to be a challenging exercise. I'm down to 176.5 this morning. I'm tired. First day back in the PhD and there's a lot to do. Still got pain, so I'm taking it easy on the walking around stuff. Cool. Have they been supportive with you? Like, have they been giving you a little bit of grace on everything? I hope they're not being mega weenies. Suspended me for 3 weeks. Okay. I suppose that is like that is a very assertive method of support, but it is a method of support. But that's great though. Hopefully my deadlines will be moved for 3 weeks. And sick pay. Okay, great. I'm glad you don't live in the dystopian America where you get really sick and then it's just like, well, enjoy your bills. I kid. I actually have a very supportive workplace that gives me good sick pay, but that's not the case for everyone. Love how I fell asleep watching Joe last night. Just wake up. Byron, good morning. How are you doing, Byron? That is a kind sentiment to share. Yeah, as much as like doing, it's like a clopen. If anyone is familiar with the term clopen, closing and then opening, it's very similar to that feeling, but it's a lot more fun. We could also call it a Joe Sleep sandwich. I could get down with that. I would be open to using that terminology. Well, good morning, Byron. Do I know where I'm going? I do. We're going to set up for squats. We're going to do squats and band pulls. I could probably benefit from doing a little bit more glute activation. Maybe we'll do that too. Just because it's early. Because it's early. What about coping? Like I'm barely coping right now. Well, if all you gotta do is cope, that's okay. I cope for the best. Good morning, Tally. How are you doing? We're gonna push this over. Ooh. Ooh. Keeping those knees pushed outward and then shuffling from left to right. Gonna wake up those sleepy glutes, which we're going to need to do a lot of work while we are doing these squats. if you don't wake up those sleepy glutes, I mean, this is there's been some pushback on this terminology, but like, if you don't wake up those sleepy glutes, then you got a chance that your quads are going to be doing all the work for you on squats. Potentially your hamstrings. Isn't as bad, but your hamstrings are not meant to be the primary agonist muscle in a squat movement. It's supposed to make your glutes do it. But good morning, Tally. How you doing today? Yeah, I rolled over. One, I set the wrong alarm. And I did actually kind of forget how much, like when I was supposed to start. So usually when I do these streams, I start at 5 a.m. But today we started at 5:30. And we're just going to have to deal with that. Priming the glutes. There we go. The more commonly accepted idea nowadays is that you are activating, priming the glutes because you are inhibiting or quieting, I guess? I don't know. You inhibit the muscles that are overactive, and then you activate the muscles that you need to be more active. But priming is probably a much better way to refer to it. All right. Warm-up set of squats. Just getting some weight on the back. Wow. I'm gonna tell you, the way that my body is feeling today, that would be plenty. That would be plenty of weight. That would be plenty of reps. Slept more, sweat more. Oh man, Tally, that's right. You were feeling sick. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. Make sure you drink some water today. If you've got any like hydration supplements, you got like Gatorade or anything like that, make sure you get some electrolytes in there too. Eat some fruit. Drink water, tea mostly. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you rehydrate. Hi, good morning. We're in dad mode, I guess. Make sure you stay hydrated. I'm gonna put the weight on here, and then we'll do our set of band pulls. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I should have gone easier on my run yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'll just burn some extra calories. I'll just stretch it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What do y'all got on the menu today? On the schedule? The only reason that we are doing an early morning stream is because I had one person request a midday meeting about a week ago, and because all of our systems are down, I haven't heard back from them on whether or not we're actually meeting. So this may actually be for almost no reason that I have gotten up so early. I'm working on its arrest mobility. Do chores for Mother Day. Ooh, very nice. What kind of stuff does your mobility involve? Do you do like typical, like take the one thing I really want to get a kettlebell soon, so I can start doing that, like you put the kettlebell down between your legs and you just kind of use it to tug your glutes and your hips downward while you're doing some sideways lunges. All right, I gotta focus on these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Mostly hip and calf stuff. I do those KBs in the gym. I also sit in the bottom of a squat position and some of the rehab and core stuff from physio for the back. Word. Yeah, I love sitting in a deep squat. Like, once you get the decent enough mobility to be able to get there, it can be very relaxing. And, definitely does have actual benefit of sorts. I'm gonna do some stuff that makes no sense real quick. Because it does make sense. It's just not part of my normal warm-up stuff. Ooh. I can get there with load, working on doing it without load. I see. You're trying to be flexible and mobile in all statuses. Yeah, so we got, thank you to Paul. We got wedgies. We got our squat wedges. And I think I'm gonna work them into the next 2 weeks. They arrived. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Yeah, they showed up. They showed up like 2 days after you ordered them. It was amazing. But yeah, I got my squat wedges. They're stinky. Like any rubber product, they got that deep stank to them. So I've been letting them off gas in the corner. Like, already my off day will be core mobility work, do an optional conditioning and arms day written in. Since I got to do stuff for Madre today, do the mobility and maybe some banded arms. Word. What when you do conditioning, do you do interval stuff? Are they exactly what you needed? Yes, the new rubber stank. They are. I think I'm gonna have to start with some lower. I'm gonna have to start with them being lower, right? I'm not gonna be able to do the full wedges right away, but they're wonderful, and I can't wait until it makes sense to use them. In 4x15, at least the way that my program currently is written, I'm probably not going to be able to give them some use, but maybe I could work in, maybe if anyone does redeem bodyweight squat today, which there's a part of me that, holy shit. Fox, oh my gosh. Good morning, Raiders. Welcome in, Fox. Raiders, hi, welcome in. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, we play video games. All the time. We're an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you and enjoying rad stories together. Welcome in, Fox. Thank you so much for the raid. I need to adjust my camera. Raiders, hi. Stars and bars. What's up? We got to get this next set in. Actually, I need to make other camera adjustments. Welcome in, Fox. How was your lift? How was the workout today? Eeny meeny? Is that how you say it? Welcome in, eeny meeny. Is it like changing the angle so muscles are engaged, more used differently? Yes, that's basically it, Paul. I gotta do this. I'm putting this off. Ugh. Too fast. Wow. Ooh. Lou doing the intervals. Okay. Oh man, I didn't see that light was still there. Yeah. Thank you. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna change the jams. Welcome in, Raiders. Boop. Now this instead. Improve ankles mobility, her ability to move, lower in the squat without pain. Pushes forward a little, emphasizing the quads. Yeah. Yeah. Quads and mobility have been my primary want. A nitrogen. Can you build some physique at home with dumbbells only? Absolutely. Yeah. You absolutely can. The progress that you're going to make is going to be different than someone who has a lot more equipment around, but you absolutely can build a pretty decent physique and make some good gains working out at home with your dummies. The big thing when you're doing that is going to be finding ways to do some form of progressive overload. So like, are you finding ways to make your dumbbell exercises more challenging? And that includes using better form. That includes reducing rest. You got the adjustable 2 to 55. Okay. All right. Or, 2 by 2, 55-pound dumbbells. Yeah, you should be able to get some work in. Do you have a bench or like a flat surface that you can use? Flat surface? It's really early. Climbed a mountain on the weekend. Old IT band running injury came back on the way down. Couldn't walk for a day. No. Oh, man. Paul, how are you feeling? Like, are you more mobile today? Can also make it incline. Gotcha. Yeah. No, you'll be able to get a good amount of work in. Get creative with leg workouts too. Work in do your Bulgarian split squats, like back leg up on the bench. I'm not going to do it right now. Make sure you get some, like, you can do front rack squats with dumbbells, and you can get a little bit heavier on those. Just make sure you're able to keep your back locked in. Stairs were a problem, but I'm okay now. IT band stuff is so challenging. I remember I had a stretch where I was going through some IT band woes, and it just about stopped me running. Are you just stretching out the hamstrings and the hip flexors? Don't roll on your IT band. I know you know this. Don't put a foam roller directly on your IT band. As long as you progress and overload, the modality doesn't matter. Some is easier than others. Yeah. The stability is a big thing. Really not losing any progress or gains by just using dumbbells. I mean, let me take off my shirt. Sorry, let me take off my overshirt. This is not me like, bro, let me take off my shirt and then tell you about this. You are not going to lose specific adaptations to impose demands. So you will get stronger at doing stuff that you do. You will get weaker at doing stuff that you don't do. So if you have been doing barbell training and you've made a lot of progress with barbells and like you can squat 300 pounds, then not squatting 300 pounds, you are probably going to eventually find it harder to squat 300 pounds. But if your goal is just like build some muscle, right? And get muscular, you're not going to lose that much progress. unless you were already lifting a lot of weight. That's my 2 cents. Isn't it weird how exercising at 5 a.m. is totally normal, but 3 a.m. means you're a degenerate? Meep, good morning. How we doing, Green Meep? I mean, good night, good morning, good night. It's all about showing off. That's pretty much it, stars. If your home weights don't allow you to show off to the mirror, will you still build a good physique? Yes, yeah. And then, you know, like nutrition, right? Especially when you're working with less equipment, your nutrition piece is going to matter a lot more. I have a roller thing that does both sides of the leg and squeezes, but yeah, not on the IT brand directly. Good. Good. Tally. Yeah. So for those who don't know, your IT band runs along the side of your knee and is a big stability supporter. And like a lot of people that run and play sports have at some point in their careers some level of IT band discomfort that is essentially caused by like you've got overactive muscles that are pulling away from your knee and overactive muscles that are pulling away from your knee up here. And your IT band is just like, ooh, I'm trying to keep these bros together. Attaches at the hip, side of knee and ankle, stabilizes side to side and slow up movement. There we go. Can't buy a new one for cheap. That's true. Yeah. Downhill is the problem. Yeah, an IT band is not something that is easily replaceable. I would say that most muscles in your body, most tendons and ligaments in your body are not easily replaceable. Typical Yan. Good morning. Good morning, Dane. I got a shout for Dane. I got a shout for Paul too. I don't know. I think Parrot might have already done it. Yeah, we're really early today. I got some work stuff happening midday, so had to fit it in. And here we are, fitting it in. How you doing, Dane? I could get a lot more out of those if I controlled more on the way down. But I tell you what, when I'm doing 15, that is so hard to do. That's why I never run anymore. So for you, it never really got better. Dutchie, welcome in. No pay-pays, please. Good morning. People get IT bands made out of like magic paper. The bed. I wet the bed. I pooped my pants. Was forced to get out of bed. Good day. Good day, good morning. I don't work out though. Work from home means sitting a lot. Indeed it does. And you got the kind of job where, you know, I can do small tasks and then get up and walk away and then come back and do more. I can imagine it's really hard to get yourself to take breaks, Paul. How's the workout going, Yan? It's kind of just starting, and I'm on Struggle Street. I'm hitting that point of calorie deficit where I'm really starting to feel it. And energy is low. Energy is low, but we're going to get through it. We got today and Friday on this high volume, and then we're dropping down to a more reasonable volume, which is still going to be a lot. How close are you to goal body weight? You know me, I really don't know. This is one of my problems, is like, I know vaguely how to be scientific about everything and like really measured and optimal. I just choose not to. And part of that is like, I'm just trying to feel things out. I'm going to try to progressively lose another like pound or two before the Zenbro Classic. But like, man, I'm pretty good about goal weights when it comes to bulking. Like, I'll set a goal for bulking and I'll stick to it pretty well. But when it comes to cutting, like, I will look at what my body fat looks like it is close to when I get to this point, and I'll start making calls based on that. I did. But it's no shade for missing it. I'm gonna get it right now because I'm right here. Just for Dane. I'm glad you got fresh, clean teefies. So sore. Calories are kicking my ass. Might have a slightly lower fat carbs day to overload on protein today. Yeah, so I've been able to get my protein up to 170 most days. 170, sometimes 190, but 190 is kind of unnecessary. Body weight to a point, kind of irrelevant, especially regarding aesthetics. Olympia men's physique guy, already had on stream, steps on stage under 170. Holy cow. I mean, when you're that cut, like when you're getting that cut, the other thing that I got going, Meep, and this is gonna sound like a flex. See you soon, Para. Thank you for being here. And if you got to get other stuff in today, don't worry about it. $245, 10%, based on my completely unbiased opinion. Bro, that's yoked. That is absolutely yoked. 293 as of today, and I reckon if I was to stand square on, not many would know. Yeah, so I was 176. More like 25%. I just don't want to cut. Well, there you go. There you go. See, cutting weight can be fun. It can be fun. I wish that I didn't put so much pressure on myself to like do the cycle so often. But I'm at 176 now. This 176 is so much different than 176 was a few years ago. Like, I didn't take nearly as many like full body progress pics, but most of my renovations have happened down here and in these hams. Started this cut at 305. Oh, so you're down 12. You're down 12. Yeah, 12 pounds. These wheels. Yes, renovations. renovations, additions. I guess we've not like opened anything up, so I don't know if you would consider them to be renovations. But speaking of which, we're picking colors for the garage. I mean, I'm giving my wife options for colors, and she's actually picking the color. Maybe more of an add-on. Yeah. Yeah. We're not like adding any. We're adding some like built-in features, you know? Like we're not just buying a bookshelf in here. We're not knocking down a wall. Pink it is. You know, honestly, Dutchie, if I felt like I could make a pink gym look good, I would consider it. But what we're going to end up doing is going to be darker so that I can set up better lighting. Because like right now, I don't think there's anything in here that truly mirrors the color that we are considering doing. Like there's nothing in my vision except for maybe my phone case, which is like a much darker blue. But we're between like a really dark blue, a really neutral, like a pretty much dark gray, and kind of this greenish dark gray. But yeah, all right, I need a quick bio break. I will be right back. All right, we're doing so much goofing around. I'm goofing around so much. These darn kids screw around too much. We're around too much. Pretty sure that dude died in that South Park episode. Meep, you're gonna be are you gonna be around TwitchCon? You're gonna be there, right? Oh, I haven't felt that in a while. That iron feeling in the throat. Oh. Don't go in there, it's dark. Welcome in, Max. You bleeding? No. No, I'm okay. It has happened. It happened a lot when I was younger. It's just like, yeah, irony taste in my throat. When I do like really heavy sprint workouts, it pops up. Maybe I should get it checked out. Excuse you. To fall. Welcome in, Max. Very little to do today. All energy is being safe for tackling London on Friday. Hell yeah. I love that self-regulation. Can I get a shot for Max if you're available, Para? Maximus Fit. We got one more set of squats and we've not hit the hour mark yet, but we are moving a little bit too slowly. It's fine. It's fine. Getting the bike set up and thought, dang, Joe was up early. Yeah. Yeah. Midday meetings, so I can't do my normal time. Thank you, Para. Might as well catch it. What's the bike plan for you today, Max? Are you doing like, you going for time? You going for miles? Everyone go check out the Fittest Grandpa on Twitch. Max is an extremely fit fella. Great motivator. Man's a superhero. And you think, I am early. Max is on the West Coast-ish. Pretty sure he's like Arizona or Nevada or something like that. And the man he's up at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock most days doing his workouts. So if you need a little bit of morning motivation, my man is there for you. All right, I could just go straight into these because it's probably been a minute and a half or a minute. It is 3 right now. So to Meep's point, welcome to degeneracy. If you get up at 5 to work out, you're committed. If you get up at 3 to work out, you're a degenerate. Welcome, Lamp. How we doing, Sunken Lamp? And welcome in, Tabs. Good morning, friends. I think I'll belt up for this last set. Just because, like, I want just a little bit of abdominal support. Just finished the workday. Days off commence. Heck yeah. Wait, are you taking a long vacation, Lamp? Because you're in like Australia zone, right? I guess it is good evening to you. Midday meetings is why I'm up at 3. And no other reasons, yeah. Exactly. Pretty early for you to work out though? Yeah. No, I used to do this all the time. Philippines, not just 2 days off. Okay. All right. Well, hey, congrats on hitting your weekend. Do you got any plans? You doing anything special? Or you just resting? I miss juice. Kira's been prepping. He has no time for us. Kira's got no time for us because he's prepping for... Is he doing a bodybuilding competition? Is that the deal? DB, good evening. Have a date night on Friday? For later, oh, I will sleep hard. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. He's doing Zen, bro. So he's just going to show up absolutely diced. He's going to be quiet for months and then just show up absolutely diced and make us all look like children. I do not feel great. I do not feel good. It's the stomach, is what it is. There we go. Quality. Pretty disgusting how large the man looks on a cut. He just got us all domed. It's not fair. How early do you rise for outdoor runs? I'll usually get up. I'll set my alarm for like 5:30. I'll set a couple. Probably get out the door 5:45, maybe right around 6 if I'm running behind schedule. Oh gosh. We got it done before the hour mark. Should not have taken me 40 minutes to do 60 squats, but here we are. Deal with the energy. Oof. Why are you working out so early? I got some work stuff happening midday. It's really just one meeting. So I'm gonna end up getting I'm gonna get real antsy today. It's work from home day. I've got like 2 meetings, but they're really spread out and they're just right in the way of me actually doing my workout midday. Our systems are probably still down this morning. There's a bunch of stuff that I just can't do. So we just got work like piling up, piling up in the corner right now. What time do you go to bed to wake up that early? I am in bed no later than 10:30. And usually I read a little bit. So I try to get to bed earlier. Most nights I get at least 7 hours of sleep. But on the nights when I get up really early to work out, just because it's not really on schedule, I struggle to fall asleep any sooner, and I end up staying up a little bit later. So my ideal progression morning to evening to morning is getting to bed around 10:30, waking up around 6 or 6:30. But it doesn't always go that way. Everything's gonna be closed here today, at least this morning. Tabs, are you gonna be safe today? Like you're not like in the direct path, are you? I haven't really been tracking the hurricane. Pile up. That's right. It's just gonna keep going. Control delete the work never existed. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, when I have my one of our new employees start next Tuesday, I'll just tell him that I control alt deleted his work. Control deleted. Control alt delete would be something else. You used the right term. I used the wrong term. I think we are. Haven't heard anything yet. A little rain and wind so far. I hope it's not too bad, Tabs. Stay safe. We've had enough like catastrophic weather and related things happening this year. I don't need anything happening to Tabs. So yeah, today's gonna be a little bit weird, but I will be able to go into it knowing that I got the thing done, at least to some extent. If I don't start moving a little bit faster, I may not actually get everything done. In fact, I have about an hour, and I know that's not enough time. Mock the hurricane for us. Oh yeah, it's a blue moon tonight. It's a blue moon tonight. Wifey was talking about it. She was really stoked. I think she was gonna make cookies, which like for my cut, not great. For my soul, very good. I just told her that if she does any baking during this time, that I'm gonna give a lot of the stuff away to my coworkers. She's like, that's fine. Ugh. I'd be stoked too if the sky wasn't covered in cloud. No. No. I mean, hey, only the last one until like 2026 or something. So if you don't see it, you just have to live like 3 more years. And I'm pretty confident that you, stars and bars, are gonna live another 3 years. You know, there's not a way to say that doesn't sound vaguely threatening, and I apologize for it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna live. Would you give away brownies if she makes them? I would. It would be difficult for me, but I absolutely would. Because I do love brownies. No, man, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Human health is such a wild thing. Anyway, I'm not trying to go there. Oh, not special, well, I mean special cookies. Not like special cookies in the legalize kind of sense, but they will be special. That's for sure. That's for very sure. Anna asked me yesterday what to say at the wedding shower. Is that garlic bread or is that toast? Oh, banana mayo sandwiches. Okay. Barf. I don't know. Why not? Tabs, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this like being fully serious. I think that serving a banana mayo sandwich as one of the options at a dessert table, as long as it is clearly marked and signed, as long as you are being very clear about what people are about to put in their mouths, that's a fantastic idea. Because your wedding should be, this is me. This is the person that I am. The person that I am enjoys banana mayo sandwiches. So you're gonna try these, or at least have the option to try them. Now, Tabs, I will be honest with you, I have not tried one. And maybe it's just the stomach feels that I'm having today from this early morning workout. But I probably need to stop thinking about them. But I hella support you in putting someone else through that on your wedding day. Everyone will know what it is. We're family. They made me eat it as a kid. All right, perfect. Perfect. Then yes. The answer is yes. If you can swing having like other desserts too, fantastic. I'll make it for you at TwitchCon. There's gonna be like a platter of little banana mayo Sammies on the counter. There's gonna be like 2 or 3 missing. It's just gonna be this like war of attrition. Oh man. Trying to get people to take the sandwiches. They're eventually gonna disappear. But by day 3, by day 3, they'll just be stale mayonnaise sandwiches sitting on the counter. Move along. Banana mayo. Yay! What up, PT? Good morning. Good merry morning to you. All right. 15. Why does this feel off? Let's keep making excuses for why we can't do the thing. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm out of time. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Youch. And I think what I'll do, I said I was gonna do single arm. I'll just do them. It's gonna take extra time, but we'll be fine. You got any marathons coming up? So, not this year, DB. I was planning on doing one this fall, and then I just never signed up for one. So I've been thinking about just dipping into a half marathon without really training. And by without really training, I mean still running like 20 miles per week. Because right now, I can get out and I can run. I've done 10-mile runs on the weekend, and like they don't feel easy, but usually for a half marathon, that's about where I'd get up to long run training wise. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15. Maybe we'll just skip the straight leg deadlifts today, because that'll actually give us extra time. We can still hit all our upper body stuff, and then we'll be able to maybe actually do sprints tomorrow. Wouldn't that be delightful? Whew. Do you switch from bumpers to calibrateds in the middle? Wait, what? Is that why I feel sick? How long is your cut for? The cut. So the cut is probably for another 6 weeks, because the idea, I was going to do double leg. The idea was to cut all the way up through Zenbro and then try to go on maintenance for a couple of weeks before bulking again. Why am I wearing these squatting shoes? I'm not squatting anymore. You do your progress pics tabs? I didn't take them this morning. I did mine on Monday. I haven't shared like any progress pics during this cut. I could drop some in Discord, because I've been doing a really slow cut, and so like I do have to look back to like January to see any real differences. I guess this is a pretty good one. What's this? What's the date on this bad boy? This is from March 8. I meant to Monday, but I forgot. Okay. I'm going to favorite this one. March 8 was like the end of my bulk. And I didn't bulk that hard. God, that's actually a big difference. I don't look at my progress pictures enough. Wow, that's really validating. Hang on. I gotta cover up my junk and then I'll share this photo. Should I put it in Ari's Discord? I should probably drop it in ours. That's not what I meant to do. Stickers. There we go. Boo, cover up the junk. I mean, just the shorts that I was wearing when I took this picture are not, here, we'll do a little heart, are not super conducive to, not super conducive. If it's in Discord, I think you're fine. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put these in Discord right now. And like, this is a number of months. Like, how many months ago was March? That's 5. That's like almost 6 months ago. Issue with an IG post. Yeah, I mean, with that, I just didn't know, you know? I wasn't thinking clearly. Oh, hell yeah, tabs. Tabs, those look great. Give me just a second. I'm definitely not putting off doing my set right now to post progress photos in Discord. Vive et lie. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I have to find my favorites folder and I can't freaking find it. Hang on a second. Images. Where is my... I can always find these when I don't need to. Looking for gallery. There we go. Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Incoming. And then I'll pull them up on stream too. Word. People are going to want to talk about my giant this progress photo. That's not on you. That's on the horny points. Bell, good morning. Yeah, so it's in the Discord if anyone wants to see. I'm gonna do this set and then I'll pull them up on stream. But if you want to see them sooner, welcome in, Bell. Good morning. Ugh. Ah. Howdy, Bill. How we doing? Okay. Brain is slowly returning to normal functioning. I think I ran out of... Eyes are still closed. Well. Today would be a terrible day for me to take off my pants. 3, 4. I already took off my pants. Who am I kidding? 13, 14, 15. Look better without the heart. Yeah. You're not missing much. It ain't that special. It's really not even that lewd. I'm just shy.
I should probably post those on Instagram or something. That's what a good influencer would do, right? Man, I still just don't like that word. I will continue using it. 8, 9, 10, getting a nice extension at the top. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. You look over them before. Look, we were just talking about this. Count backwards and give me more motivation to get those last few out. Ooh, that's a move. I've never done that, but that does sound like it would work super well, especially if you need something for that extra push. All right. Let me see if I can actually pull these up. Of course, tabs. No, I've been very fortunate, and you know, there's a lot of things that go into like there's a lot of things that go into a successful cut, and one of them is absolutely getting enough protein and like having enough space to get enough protein. I'm doing a set of 5, I don't count because I can't. Getting enough protein is a very expensive thing sometimes. So if there's anyone who says like, oh, just like get it done, all you got to do is eat. Like, yeah, there are cheaper ways to get a lot of protein, but a high protein diet is very dollar intensive. So we've been in a decent space money wise to like keep me stocked with chicken and Greek yogurt and protein powder. So this was March of this year, and like, you know, like pretty good, right? Like not I could have gone longer before turning a bulk around. But then this was Monday morning. This is the progress update. And I got some other shots that are like side profile and whatnot, but Burb coffee. I do a lot of liquid protein. My trainer wants me to do more solid food protein. How much liquid protein are you taking? I get about 100 grams of protein from liquid sources every day. That's around what I take in. But I've definitely felt 35, 15, 35, 30. So 70 plus 45, so 115. So yeah, I mean, if that's like all you're getting, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to tell your trainer that they're wrong because you know they're probably a more experienced trainer and probably like could potentially actually have a nutrition certification or something that I do not have, but yeah, I was trying really hard to only go with like protein shakes and other non-meat forms of protein, and I just found that doing higher intensity workouts, it feels better when I've got some animal proteins that are a part of my diet. If I can fit them in there. But I try not to overdo it, you know? Like I will take a packet of chicken thighs and I will eat that over the course of a week. I'll prep it, air fry it. Tabs, if you're still here, you're looking great, by the way. I think I told you in someone else's chat, but I watched the VOD of the posing clinic, and like, I was so proud of you. That is such a hard thing to get out there and like try to do that stuff for the first time. And you did such a good job. You set such a great example for folks. And you look darn good. I'm goddamn if I'm not doing a double scoop of protein powder every day. Apparently Meep, and I'm open if anyone else has heard anything different, apparently leucine is the big one. So like, as long as you're getting leucine, most of your liquid protein intake, like you will get most essential amino acids. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Macros are tough to figure out due to ADHD. Pay for some fat cavitation on areas that won't go away. If you're in the Tesla ab machine, whoa. Tesla ab machine? What is that? That's a new one for me. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sounds shocking. Oh, I see. Okay. It's one of those. I remember when I had back spasms in high school, they put me on one of those electrical current machines to like loosen up my back because it was so painful I couldn't even put my socks on. Those were not the days, my friends. I was actually on muscle relaxers for a while in high school. Small device they put on your ab area that stimulates muscle growth. Interesting. With Tesla former ab stimulation device. Uses electromagnets to tone your abs, building your muscle by burning fats. Damn. Sounds kind of fun, not gonna lie. Tally, have a good lurk. Oh, wait, we gotta do heel drops. We'll go to the calf cam for free. Free calves in this economy. DB, it sounds like you have taken such a comprehensive approach and have just like really invested in helping your body feel good. I got a lot of respect for that. Because it's work, you know? It's work, or it's money, or it's both. And I know that I am happier. I feel very fulfilled in the times when I'm able to really like stay on top of my activity levels. Even if that doesn't involve weight loss, like just continuing to get moving can help you feel so good. Feels like you're getting small electric shocks. Causes your upper legs to jolt. So you're doing little hip vibes. And there I was, quivering on the table. We got one more set of bench. Part of my ADHD is food texture issues. A lot of healthy things I can't eat. Food holds me back a lot. I need to compensate for it. So like, what protein sources are you not all about? You know, one thing that has been, and this is not great for overall macros, but is lovely for getting some extra protein in, is putting a can of tuna in mac and cheese. Tuna mac and cheese is one of my favorite dishes of all time. Most vegetables and greens. Ah. Yeah, so last night I had some spinach. And I eat a lot of spinach and kale. And I would imagine that that is probably on your list of things that you are not all about. Mac and cheese fucks. It'll cause you to throw up. No, okay, don't do that then. Definitely do not have tuna mac and cheese if it will cause you to throw up. We gotta stand with better posture, but not like stand like Lol Tyler on stage next to that tall woman. I've been seeing that meme for years, and then I actually saw him at the Twitch Rivals thing, and I was like, oh, that's who that is. More for me. Ooh, have fun painting. You have to watch it dry. That's part of the process, yes. I don't taste the food, I taste the texture, and that's the problem. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, see, I do not have diagnosed ADHD. And if I did have ADHD undiagnosed, that would not be one of my symptoms. I think growing up, I definitely did have some aversions to food, but I do not have them any longer. In 5 minutes, I'm gonna text my wife and ask her if she's up. Babe, you up? All right. Oh, it's all stuck. Oh. I was trapped for a moment there. One more set of these. And then we will get on into shoulder stuff. I should do my deadlifts. Maybe I should do my deadlifts before I do my shoulders, and then shoulders out if I don't have space. There we go. Worst one is cottage cheese. Ooh. I used to eat a ton of cottage cheese, and then one day I woke up and I couldn't do it anymore. Here's my cottage cheese story. I worked at what was basically a food hall and open salad bar all the time. And I found out cottage cheese had a ton of protein. Wasn't even thinking about the sodium or anything else. And so once a day during my lunch break, I would probably eat like 1.5 to 2 cups of cottage cheese. Just this big old bowl of the stuff with a little bit of pepper. Every damn day, I ate that big bowl of cottage cheese. Did it help my gains? Maybe. Maybe it did. Did it help my energy? Maybe. Did it help me never want to eat cottage cheese again? Definitely. I still kind of like it. I can throw it on some cottage cheese from time to time, but it is definitely not an everyday food for me. Wifey still really likes it, but she didn't eat it every day for a year. It wasn't even a year, it was like 8 weeks, maybe 12. Thankfully, I haven't gotten tired of Greek yogurt yet. Greek yogurt has been my cheat code on the cut. Protein frosting recipe. You get a nice little like 40, 50 gram protein bomb before bed. Which flavor? Peaches 0% Greek yogurt. Excuse me. I get plain. So I buy plain Greek yogurt. No flavoring or anything. And if you have not done this already, please do yourself a favor and just try it. Vanilla protein powder, 1 scoop, 1 cup of Greek yogurt. No pun intended. Do you add anything to your Greek yogurt? Dark Hath, good morning. So I used to add, so what I used to do was I used to do a little bit of honey and granola, or just honey. But I found out 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder, you mix that right up. It gets the consistency of like frosting. It's plenty sweet enough, but you can also put some whipped cream on top. If you don't have protein powder, and if you just like, if you're more on a budget, you can add peanut butter. I used to add peanut butter to my Greek yogurt. You can also add jelly or like jam or preserves. Strawberries and blueberries. Oats, strawberry protein powder, and greens powder. Ooh, strawberry protein powder. I never thought about that. That'd be hella good. Sorry. I didn't have to do that on camera. All right. That set did feel a little bit like I was going through the motions. But, all right, 7 o'clock. Time to text my wife. Good morning, lovey.
My wife.
My wife. Zachbot, how's the extra early session? I don't know. How was freaking Greece, my dude? How was traveling out of the country? No more of this Greek yogurt business? Why not? Are you lactose and toddler pants? Gaston, hello. Welcome in. Used to do cookies and cream protein powder, but they sold out. My cookies and cream is my casein powder. All right, we're going to do stiff leg deadlifts. We're going to do stiff leg deadlifts and easy bar curls. We may skip shoulders today. That's okay. My shoulders can probably use a rest. If only for time, we may skip shoulders.
Do it.
Because I can go to work having not hit shoulders. I can't go to work without going for a walk with my wife in the morning. Every man has his limits. Those are mine. Dane, have a good workout, my dude. Have fun. Have fun with it, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Also, your shoulders are huge if you can get away with it. Do you really think I have big shoulders? I'm not at all being I'm not like fishing right now. I just have never really felt like I've had good shoulders. And I think it's a posture thing. Loved Athens and Santorini and highly recommend. Airports give you the best people watching. The words, "we need another flag," kept running through my head often. No, Zach, you can't say that. You can't say that because, like, what if some shit happens? I don't want this coming back around for you. Okay, Gaston, that's true. You've made your feelings clear. You've made your feelings very clear. All right, I think I'm doing 155 on these straight legs. And I'm going to attempt to do this without straps. Shouldn't be that bad. Gosh, this is gonna suck. It's okay to say that. But Zach, the early morning workout's going well. I just like, Man, I feel like if all I would have done today was squats, this would have been plenty intense enough. Because my glutes are cooked. My whole body is cooked. Swifty difty. Swifty wifties, dumpy wumpy. No one knows what I'm talking about. Welcome in, Swift. W2D2 tank gang next weekend. I will bring some tanks. It embarrasses Lauren, but I will wear tank tops if that is what you desire. If I have that kind of power, I want my friend to come back around to me. No, Zach, come on. Give me some. Allow me to have some hope in my heart that you will not do the Thanos snap given the chance. I'd like to think that you wouldn't. But Gaston, for you? Yeah, so DB, I was thinking about you last night actually because I had another, like, wifey ordered some stuff on Amazon and it showed up. And I was like, did my outfit show up? And she's like, outfit? And I had to explain this to her again. But yeah, I don't know what the delay is. And because, like, when you order through Throne, it doesn't go directly to my Amazon account, I can't get tracking updates. Oh boy. I forgot to set up the easy bar. I'm not saying this is wrong, but I get it. Swifty, I'm doing great. I'm just tired. My cut is really getting to me. I was fine. Started this week because I let myself eat a little more over the weekend. But I am purely surely in deficit. And yesterday's run really took it out of me. How are you doing, dude? How was stream last night? 50-50 chance you'd lose me. Worst case, I'm sure you can message them. That's true, yeah. I mean, I think Throne has gotten big enough that their customer service team has really stepped it up. Like, I very much appreciate when a business invests in good customer service. And it seems like they've actually done that. I had to send another email to Passes because they unlocked my account. I didn't sign in for a couple of days. And then when I tried to sign in again, I was locked out again. I was like, do you guys want me to make money on your platform? Minus the cut, I'd be tired too. Are you playing Tears of the Kingdom right now, Swifty? Because I saw you were playing Zelda. I didn't see which one. Came in at 189 this morning. Zach, you're gonna have to remind me. Is that's light for you, right? That's down like 10 pounds. Ads. Boop. All right. Face pulls is the other thing we're doing along with this set. I'll widen out the grip. 2, 3, 4. Holy shit. So you're down 15 pounds. I'm down 9 pounds and I'm really feeling it, Zach. Face pulse. Welcome back, Swifty. Lost almost 10 pounds. You lost 7 on the trip. Now, was that on purpose? Or were you just trying to take it easy a little bit and you ended up losing more than you expected? Wow. Wow. Playing Breath of the Wild. So enjoyable. Almost tempted to play it offline. So when I played Tears of the Kingdom, I had to play some of it offline because I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep my hands off it. Trainer, I do skin fold measurements every 4 weeks. So when I do start training people, unless someone really, really, really wants it, I'm going to almost refuse to do skin fold measurements. Gar, welcome in. You may absolutely ask a training question. Lots of walking, not a lot of food to hit protein goals. I sweat the most in my life on this trip. It must have been pretty hot over there, yeah? Yo, I love an active vacation. I love being able to come back from a trip and be like, I did everything I could to like rest, but also like get moving every day. That is such a good feeling. Well, one, there are like different methods of skin fold measurement, and like I have body calipers. It doesn't feel good. Like especially with the with the technology that we have nowadays available to us to get bioimpedance based like testing, I don't feel great about skin fold testing anymore. Like I think that it had its place for a while, and just like where we're at, it can also be very demoralizing, right? Like even for someone who is in like who is very low body fat, like taking a little caliper, be like pinch pinch hee hee, pinch pinch hee hee, pinch pinch hee hee, pinch pinch hee hee. So like if that's part of your practice, that's great. Like I don't want to tell anyone else not to do it. I just like we got machines that do it for you. Have you ever experienced pain in your forearms, almost in your ulna bone, towards your elbow when training biceps? Yeah, so you're talking about like right here. Bring the calipers. You want me to pack the calipers? I think they're upstairs. They're in my bag upstairs. So yeah, Gar, so you're talking about like right here, along here, around there. So if it is like, oh Matt, good morning. How you doing? If it is like the kind of pain where you pick up any amount of weight, like 10 pounds even, and like it is like you cannot hold on to it, go and see a doctor. If you're feeling just like a little bit of soreness, what I would recommend is like try different widths of grip, right? So whether that is with dumbbells, but you know, if you're using like an easy, I mean, I got one right here. So, you know, there's going to be a difference in how it feels on my elbows to try to curl from here versus here versus here. And here is where a lot of people grab an easy curl bar and they're like, ooh, yeah, I got these handles right here. So I'm going to pull in from here to like work the short head of the bicep when like really that can just put a lot of stress in your joints if it's not something that you're incorporating regularly. So try some different grips and spend some time doing really high rep sets without a lot of intensity. So it shouldn't be heavy for you, but like 15, even like sets of 20 to see how that feels, right? Like don't overdo it. If it hurts, don't just like push through it. Like myself, I experience a little bit of elbow pain lately, and I'm trying to work through that. Part of this higher volume stuff is working through some postural and joint issues that I'm having. Okay, time for stiff legs. Is that helpful, Gar? I'll also give you a stretch to do. Helpful, thank you so much. Playing with hammer curls, using a rope grip, palms face up, usually when it gets uncomfy. Yeah, I would, again, try some different spaced out grips. Only work in like high rep ranges. One thing that I got a buddy who swears by it, doing slow eccentrics with not a lot of weight. For him, that has helped fix a lot of his bicep issues. Do a doorway stretch, Gar, because if you think about it, when you're curling, like, yeah, obviously the primary lever is between your forearm and your bicep. Like that's where a lot of that action is happening. But your bicep is going to be impacted by everything that's happening in your shoulder joint and your chest. So if your chest is super tight, and if your shoulders are in a space of, if your shoulders are really stressed out, your bicep is just going to take a lot of that tension. It's going to take a lot of that kinetic chain weakness, and it's going to be compensating for it. You could also consider some forearm strengthening exercises. Making a note, put into this my potential medical illustration degree in the future. Honestly, Matt, you'd be super good at that. You seem like you've gotten very good, or maybe you've been very good at drawing up anatomy. Of course. Playing some bangers. I got drunk at a conference and did this song in karaoke, and I got so much respect for doing it. So the other one, Gar, that I'll recommend is just anything that's gonna like flatten out that palm and flex or stretch that bicep, keeping the shoulder away from the ear, palm against the wall. You may not, I mean, I can hardly put my palm flat here, but just kind of pushing on that gently, that you feel a stretch all the way through that forearm and into that chest. It's a great stretch. It's a good stretch. I'm gonna do the other side now. Oh, sorry. I'm going to finish this up and then I'll read what Swifty said. I'm thinking of what Swifty said. Things and bangers. Are you a Talking Heads fan, Swifty? Are you an old man like me? Draw anatomy ad nauseum because of, you know. Wait, is that him emote yours? It is. Oh my gosh. Yes. Big stretch. Gaston, have a good gym sesh. It's so good to see you. I'm so excited to see you once again. Reunited. Enjoy hitting them shouldies. That's Gaston. With the massive, massive shouldies. Swifty is a GNR fan. Welcome to McDonald's. Have a burger, cheese. We got everything you want. I don't know. Who is, gosh, there was some like spoof cartoon show that did that with Axl Rose. It was like he got fired from Guns N' Roses. You're too kind, but a liar. I am not. How dare you accuse me of liaring you? Dropping in to say a quick hi. Thank you, Poised. Good morning. Yeah, we're getting it in early today. Let me see if my wife actually answered my text. She did not. Who texted me? Oh, it was my mom. All right. My mom is currently driving across the country. Apparently got through Atlanta. Pip! Good morning. I will absolutely roll that out for you. And I'm going to wait a little bit if that's okay. Good morning, Pip. Oh, here we go. Straight leg deadlifts. Shoulders back. Pinching the tennis ball between the armpit and the lat. Pushing forward with the hips. Phew. We're not going to lose count. Oh. Oh. My hammies will thank me later. Good morning, sunshine. Where's Senior Roller? Oh, it's upstairs. I'm gonna have to go get it. What up, Lady Fred? Ooh. Bronick Chisneck. Welcome in. Good morning. Time for curls. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my real redeem. So cool to go up and down the stairs and stream. Go get your freaking roller from the other room that you have it contained in. You dingus, goober, weenie-o Mondays. But thank you, Pip. I will go and fetch that. I'll just keep the mic on and walk up there. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, good merry morning. Pip, how are you doing today? I guess it's probably afternoon for you at this point. Hello to everyone. If you've been lurking about today, let me just take a moment to say, I appreciate you. We love our lurkers. And I love you. Ooh, it's a bit gloomy and overcast today. There's no way I would have known first time I stepped up here. But here we are. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have a 2-a-day today. Guess I'm gonna hit shoulders over there. Yeah, this will work out. Dandy! Good morning. Alright. I have the foam roller. Are you happy? Foamy is here. Foamy the squirrel is here to support us. Quick, throw the ball against the wall like it owes you money. I'm pretty sure that's not actually a ball chucking workout to like huck it between your legs like a football. Gonna work out later. Ooh. What do you got on the menu? Is it leg day for you? I'm just always gonna ask people if it's leg day. Because if it is leg day and someone's like, ooh, yeah, how'd you know? If it's not leg day, and someone thinks about leg day and thinks about the last time they skipped leg day and regrets skipping leg day, but gonna work out later. Hell yeah. Can we get a hell yeah? Sweet Ludist. Hello. Welcome in. Are you new here? Lieutenant Dan has entered the chat. Lieutenant Dan. Wait. It's actually Wednesday? Did I say it was Tuesday? Oh, no, I said it was leg day. That's right. Oh, that's okay. I get it now. Because Lieutenant Dan wouldn't do leg day. It took me a moment. I did get up very early to do this. Ari gave me a new name for when I inevitably become a model on a fan site. I am going to need to ask sincerely that you demonstrate that you are the person that you are saying that you are. I don't know how to do that. Not knowing your Forrest Gump references from the moment you wake up. Look, Pip, I may not be a smart man. How would you like me to do that? I don't know. This is like Android stuff. Tell me something that only Lou would know. Because for real, if you are someone pretending to be someone else, that is like an immediate ban. And I would like to not play that game today. Secret handshake. Secret handshake is a good way to do it. Yeah. Whew. All right, last set of straight leg deadlifts. I may not be a smart man, but okay. All right, that's it. There we go. I'll take that. Welcome back, Lou. I mean, that works. That works. We did have that discussion. I suppose someone else could have been party to it. Thank you for understanding my caution. I would hope anyone would do the same for me, you know? The real Sweet Lou would critique my deadlifts. These are straight legs. Aside from recording myself, I wasn't sure what to do. I think that works. How many in the bar right now? Only 155. Because for straight leg deadlifts and like a lot of glute and ham primary exercises, I'm still feeling out what high volume looks like for me. Just don't follow the goats that fall. There we go. I have the IG and the Twitch. Hey, claim it. How many kilos? I don't have a converter. Uh, 70 kilos. 70 kilos on the bar for my straight leg deadlifts. I see straight leg deadlifts, and I know I probably shouldn't. I very much treat them like an accessory. The fire marshal is on the way. Sorry, it's unsafe in here. I don't know what else to tell you. Too many patrons in this bar. All right. So I got options at this point, but I think we've been going for almost 2 hours. I need to help wifey get to work. So I could do abs, but I may just wait until later tonight. Maybe I'll figure out some combo. Not a rat. I promise. The police showed up, but it had nothing to do with me. I know they showed up 15 minutes after I walked in and hurriedly walked into the bathroom. But I swear, it wasn't me. So we're gonna roll it out. That's gonna be our next activity. Pip requested some rolling. If you are someone who is relatively active, highly recommend picking up a foam roller. You can get them for hella cheap. Chin up with 90 kilos today. Holy cow. Those are some heavy chin ups. How many reps are you doing? Gonna get a big back. Gonna get a big back. How are you handsome devils? What up, Chimera? 1 rep only. All right. Get after it. That's fantastic. Yeah, I don't really do weighted pull-ups. On my previous block, I was trying to increase my pull-up count, which is fun. It's also very time-consuming. pull-up workouts are rough. 7 reps of 60. That's a lot of weight. That's some bada boom weight. That'll make the boys say bada boom. Boys is gonna be real impressed. What's your pull-ups count? I don't know. I haven't tried maxing out in a while. I think that I can comfortably do 10 at this point in a row. I was getting up to doing like mid 50s in a workout. So over the course of a number of sets, just like spacing them out. But the funny thing about pull-ups is like you will get good at pull-ups if you do pull-ups. But if you do not do pull-ups, you will not get good at pull-ups. All right, so we're gonna start near bottom of the ankle. Exactly, yeah. Like you can do lat pull downs and those will definitely help with pull-ups. But for anyone who is trying to just do their first pull-up, doing the slow eccentrics, doing like a held pause at the top, even if you got to cheat your way up, and then just lowering yourself down. You have to get your body used to that movement because it is an adaptation. It's a mechanical adaptation where all of your ligaments and joints are just going like, I don't know if I can do that. All right, we're going to sit on this spot for a moment. 8, 7. What do you folks got going on today? As we're closing up, I'd love to hear about what everyone has planned for their Wednesday evenings or daytimes. What's happening, gamers? I will be hitting another workout with a buddy tonight. So that's why we're not going to be doing our shoulder sets. I'm going to save those for later, even though I probably should just do the damn thing. I want to get wifey out of bed and take a walk around the block with her before she goes to work. I'm not going to see her much today. Ooh, all right. I definitely need to roll the fibularis. Get on that. Oh, get on that side plank to roll this one out because this has been really tender for me. There we go. Nice little core workout too. Trying to keep the hips up. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Thank you for the resub or the first sub. Hang on, I'll look in a moment. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, 30. Whew.
You're pretty good.
Oh, who did that? Pip! Thank you for the prime sub. You finally got satisfied with our rolling. Ugh. See the Vault-Tec t-shirt? Yeah, I will be playing Starfield. I'm not gonna play on release day just because I'm not gonna have time. Tempted as I will be to do it, like wifey and I are going to be going on this like series of very social days, and I think we just need a night together to relax. Squats, huh? All right, I'm gonna pull out the wedges. Peace, Pete's. 14, 18, 19, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will do those squats, but foist, I gotta roll my my glutes Looking at Game Pass, see if there's oh yeah, I mean Game Pass is definitely the cheapest way of playing it. Like, I'm sure Microsoft is going to get a fair amount of people who sign up for Game Pass just to play Starfield and then dump it after they find out that they don't like it. That's a big if, you know? Like, if people find out that it's not for them, it's like, okay, well, I did my $1 free trial or I did my subscription, but most people probably already have done that if they're planning on playing Starfield. So, Xbox Game Pass from, sorry, my glasses are just not good enough today. Hang on a second. Let me get this other side. And then I will check that chat message. I'll do some squats. 3, 4. Come on. Ooh, there it is. Oh, dig right into that glute. Right into that medial glute. There we go. Ooh! That's good. That's real good. Ready to walk this one off. You know, we still got a lot of work done, even though we had to skip one of our giant sets today. If only. If only I had another 30 minutes. It's out on Game Pass from 6th September. Oh, that's right. So if you pay money for it, then you can get it on September 1st. Otherwise, you have to wait till the 6th. All right, that I did not know. You know what? I'm going to use the wedges. I'm going to use Paul's wedges that he bought for me. Thank you, Paul. I think this is going to add a nice little layer to this today. I haven't tried these yet. For these body weights. Early access, it's yes, right. Which is, well, I respect the call from a business sense. Absolutely bananas. Like, yeah, I can see the argument for wanting to own the game. And you know, wow. Little wedgies, how fun. We're No Man's Sky proof now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still gonna give it a go. I'm still excited about it. Am I gonna be committed to keeping going with it totally all the way? I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Hey everyone, we gotta get out of here. I gotta go get wifey up. Well, wifey's already up, but I gotta go walk with wifey and the dog. Thank you so much for joining me. Why is Flex so expensive there? Maybe we'll change it at some point, but I don't know. Hey everyone, thank you so much. I am going to be back Friday at the normal time. If you if you would be so kind as to grab one of these raid messages. The first one if you're not a subscriber, the second one if you are a subscriber. Gonna look a little something like this if you are a subby. That's great. Great. Thank you for the hydrate. If you have not done so already, please get in on the Discord. It is the best place to get up-to-date information on what's happening with streams. Gosh, this weekend, just a heads up, because we're going to a wedding, we're going to be out of town for a day. That day happens to be the day that I would normally stream, so we're not going to be streaming on Sunday.
My wife.
Thank you. Sunday, Monday, there's not going to be any stream. Hopefully we can get something in terms of a workout, but you know, we're gonna try to stay accountable and stay in. I appreciate everyone who was here for this early morning stream. I know that this is not my normal schedule. I know some of you it's like really late anyway, but whatevs. Hey, we're gonna go see Celtic, y'all. Please be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.